Okay, I'm here with my 2005 Mazda 3i, and if you've been driving cars long, you know that these blinker switches like to go out, and what happens is you go to make a give a right turn signal, and you keep driving and you realize that the switch doesn't turn itself back off because the mechanism's breaking there. So what we've done is we've gotten us another one, and these are going to be the same 2004 through 2009, and I got me a replacement here, and this is out of a 2008, hoping that it's going to work just fine, but we'll see, because it's used as well, but it's a newer car and I'm hoping that it's still going to be in good shape. So I'm going to show you how we're going to replace this. You don't really need anything other than a Phillips screwdriver, and the first thing we have to do is get underneath here. I'll show you where you're going to look. Okay, so as we come underneath, we're going to see a Phillips right there, and we're going to see another one over here. So we've got to get those two out so that we're going to get started on that. Okay, and with those bottom two Phillips screws out, we're going to come back up here, and what we're going to do is we're going to peel this up. This is just a little dust flap or decorative flap, and it just will pop up. It has these little rubber grommets that kind of hold it into place, and it's just going to come out of there just like that. And it actually attaches to your odometer, so don't go to yanking on it and getting carried away with it. So with that done, we're able to pop this piece up, and we'll just take that out of the way. Now at this point, we don't need to remove this bottom piece here. We could go ahead and take it loose, but it's just not necessary. We're able to get to these two Phillips screws right here, and those are all we have to take out for that, and then we've got a connector, so we're just going to go ahead and get both of those out. Now with those screws off of there, this is just going to pull out, or at least it should. Okay, and then we're just left with this connector right here. All we have to do is press this right here, just mash that with your thumb, and that'll pull right off of there. So we're just going to mash that. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. And there we are. So you just mash that part right there. Well, it's got a little bit of a glare on it, but you just will mash that and it comes off. So you can see these things are identical. Different years, but identical part. This one's a 2004, and I noticed when I was taking this out, I could see, looked like there may have been some pieces of broken plastic up in here. I'm not really sure what causes those to fail, but anyways, it wasn't working, so we're just going to get rid of that. And we'll just slide this one right back into the spot. Actually, we need to go ahead and get our connector first. So let me go ahead and do that. With that connector on, we're just sliding it right back into its slot there, and it just lines right up with those threaded holes, and we're just going to go ahead and put our screws, our little screws, back in there now. Okay, we've gotten both those little screws back in there. Be careful when doing the bottom one, don't drop it down in this, or you will be having to remove this bottom piece. So now we're just going to put our top piece back on and put the little rubber grommets back into it. And let me just show you what this looks like, in case I didn't give you a good image of it a while ago. It's got these little plastic things that go back in there and hook back into the back of that. You can see where they go, and then these will pop down into these places on this piece. So that's all there is to that. So we're just going to go ahead and put that back now. Now we're just snapping our little rubber dust piece cover over back into its place here. Very easy to do. And then now we can't forget, we got to get back under here and put both of our screws back into where they go, right there. Okay, and that's all there is to that. We've got that back on there, and we've got our blinker switch replaced. And I can't wait to try this out, and it'll definitely be nice to not have to always remember to pay attention to turn that thing off now when I'm giving right turn signals. So anyways, really simple. Probably one of the more simpler things to do, actually, and doesn't really take that much time at all. So thank y'all for watching. Just wanted to follow up here real quick. I just took this down the road here and tried out my blinker, and it's working perfectly now both ways. When you turn a wheel, it's shutting itself off, so that's great, and I'm happy to get that fixed because it was really getting kind of annoying. And thanks again.